Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm still, typical. Sitting here playing the game here, trying to get all this shit together. How's everybody doing? How was your weekend? Happy Monday, beginning of the week. Appreciate having everybody here. And we got some stuff to talk about. Markets are going crazy. And let's get into it a little bit here. Chris, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Automatic Beats in the house. Appreciate it. Yes, Chris, BTC, baby. Jar was just posting that BTC new high in Canada against the Canadian dollar. Mike, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. We're going to talk about Bitcoin's all-time highs. We're going to talk about a lot of different highs. A lot of cryptos kind of doing extremely well right now. Bitcoin is pushing all-time highs here in the US. So will it make it? I don't know. Maybe it'll make it while we're live today. Let's see how it goes. Hey, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick that bell icon, click the all. That way you get notified every time I'm live or have a video drop. And don't forget, smash up that like button. Appreciate it. Smash it up. Appreciate that. Yes. All right, everybody talking in the chat. Appreciate that. Hey, guys. Listen, markets are going crazy. And first things first, I want to apologize for last week. I was on the road last week. I really did try to keep to my live streaming schedule. You saw how well that worked. I couldn't even do Friday night crypto on the rocks. But we're going to make up for that. We will definitely be live this Friday. I was really trying. I ended up rescheduling it at the last minute, like an hour before or something like that. So I apologize, guys. But I appreciate everybody joining in today and coming on back. Sometimes you get on the road and shit just don't go the way it's supposed to go. That's all I'm going to say. All right, let's taking a look at the markets right now. Let's bring this up and let me refresh and see where we are. Bam. All right. So we've got Bitcoin. You know what? I'm going to make this full screen. You don't need to see me. We got Bitcoin 66. Wow. Like $3,000 away from all-time highs here. I'll take it. I will take it. Up 29.1% over the last 7 days, 6.3% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin on fire right now. On fire. Okay. All right. So what else we got? Ethereum. Look, up 15.5% in the last 7 days, 3% of that in the last 24 hours, back up above $3,500. I mean, I think that's about $1,000 away from its previous all-time high, if memory serves, right? I think I got that right. And yes, automatic beats. I'm with you. BTC to the moon. Yes, I agree. It's going to lead the way for sure. For sure. Yes. All right. So that's where we're at with those two. I'm trying not to, I know we're here to talk about markets today, but still, BNB 418 up 6.3% in the last 7 days. That's actually down a little bit. BNB was up higher than that. I think it was around 430, 440. Solana 30% up in the last 7 days, over $130, 2.5% of that in the last 24 hours. Again, you know how I feel about Solana, but I do realize that Solana is going to be a major player in this bull run. And having Solana is probably a good idea to have some in your portfolio. Yes, a rising tide lifts all ships. Absolutely. Absolutely, Chris. Appreciate you putting that in there. It's very true. Automatic beats with Solana looking girthy. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Again, I regardless of my thoughts with regard to Solana, I think it's going to do well. All right, XRP. Look, I mean, XRP was looking like a stable coin there for a while, and here we go. We got a pop of about 10 cents. I think from my last live stream, up 23.5% in the last 7 days, 6% of that in the last 24 hours. Now pushing 66 cents. Cardano I'll tell you what, this thing is just pushing and pushing and pushing up, 34.7% up, with almost 9% in the last 24 hours. I mean, it is what it is. Cardano's going to definitely be a force in this bull run for sure. What we got here? I bought Sol when I got into Bonk, sold profits of Bonk and bought more Sol. Yes, and you should be. You should be. Again, regardless how I feel about Solana's going to do well. It's going to do well in this cycle. So good for you, Chris. Glad to hear that you got some profits coming on there. Awesome. Doge, I mean, almost 17 cents for Doge. Look at this thing. Up 97.6% in the last 7 days. Almost up 100%. Holy crap. That's all I got. That's all I got. Holy crap. AVAX, $43.68, up 18.5% in the last 7 days. AVAX going to be a major player in the bull cycle that we're going into. And, that's the thing, guys. I mean, let's be honest. Generally speaking, alt season doesn't start before the halving, right? I mean, yeah, you might get a little bit of bubble in here, a little bit of bubble in there, and it's doing the whipsaw thing, but like it seems to be pretty consistent. We're way ahead of a typical cycle, and I know a lot of that's got to do with the ETFs. And I've got a bunch of stuff lined up I want to show you with regard to Bitcoin and the markets and so on and so forth. But yeah, we are way ahead of where I think we ought to be at this point in the cycle. But let's keep going. Tron, 14 cents. I mean, again, Tron for what it is. Link, can't not talk about Chainlink. I like Chainlink. I think they're going to do great. And up almost 12% in the last 7 days, and still only $20 for Chainlink. I still think that's a decent buy. But again, not a financial advice, old guy on the interwebs. All right, what's Chris saying here? Watch money flow from alts to BTC. Not huge into charting, but you can see that institutional money is in play now. Yes. Yeah. Your opinion is accurate, Chris. Your opinion is accurate. And, that's an interesting take. I maybe, getting the gains now in the alts and then going to toss it into BTC and then ride the wave. That's a interesting premise. And you might be pretty much spot on right there. All right, let's keep going with this. Matic up 8.8%, $1, 1 cent. It's over $1 now, folks. Over $1 for Matic. Bitcoin Cash, look at this, $450, up 70% in the last 7 days. 70%. Again, Bitcoin Cash for what it's meant to be. Use it to buy shit, save your Bitcoin. Litecoin having a pump and a half over here. It was like we were talking about, it was pushing $70. Now it's over 90 at 29.2% up in the last 7 days. Just going crazy. Again, Litecoin, what it's meant to be for, buy shit with Litecoin. Filecoin. We were like, oh my God, when Filecoin hit $8. Look at this. Pushing 10 right now, up 27.1%. Again, Filecoin going to be one of those D-pins that I think is going to do great in this cycle. I think it's going to do great overall, but definitely in this cycle. And here's the thing, I'm kind of wishing I had bought it at like $5. I'd have doubled my money at this point. So shame on me as usual. Anyway, let's keep going. Immutable X. Look at this. $3.25. Still lower than I kind of expected, truth be told. Let's see what else we got here. Stellar XLM, 14 cents, almost 15 cents, 28.5% up in the last 7 days, 10% of that in the last 24 hours. Hedera. I am so surprised at the price of Hedera. Just can't even imagine how it's only up 12%. Not even quite 12 cents right now. But to me, goodbye still. Caspa. Hey, can't go buy Caspa here at 16 cents for CAS. Let's see, Injective 39.42 up 10%. Looking good. Looking good for Injective. Let's see, we'll do a few more here. Render, we were going to talk about that last time on Matrix Money Podcast. One of the AI projects in the space up about 3%, $7.36. Monero. Now you got to stop at Monero. I mean, again, I think privacy coin is going to be huge come 2025. But again, what do I know? Old guy, interwebs. But look at this, almost back to previous prices at 146.43, up 14% in the last 7 days. All right, let's keep going. Algo. I like Algo. 25 cents on Algo, up 26%. Not bad. Let's see here. Beam. One of the write-ins for the crypto portfolio on Matrix Money Podcast. On Crypto on the Rocks. And if you are not already watching Crypto on the Rocks, you better be there this Friday because I need people voting this Friday so we can get the DCA back on track. Back on track. What's this say? Look into stacks. It's going to stay on par. Yeah, well, you know what? That's funny. I was. It's funny you say that, Chris. It was one of the things I was thinking about yesterday. And you're right, because that's what gives help me, smart contract capability on Bitcoin. And yes, I believe that stacks is going to continue to jump up. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Yeah, Pepe's the new sheep, no doubt about that. No doubt about that. What do we got here? Yeah. Yep. All right, let's keep going on a few more here, and then we'll take a quick look at the stacks. So that's what Beam Quant, again, up 20%, 125.66. Thorchain, Rune. I can't believe this thing is not any higher at this point. Thorchain on fire with basically jumping on complete main chain swaps. I mean, just insane. Up 4%, $5.61. Gonna be humongous. Gala I've been getting alerts like all weekend on Gala. It's slowly moving its way up here, as you can see, up 42.9, so 43% in the last 7 days. Gala is making some moves. Even the Sandbox right here up 31.5% at 68 cents. Again, both of these are ones you can vote for on Friday night. Crypto on the Rocks. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put this back full screen. You can't even see that, can you? Sorry about that, guys. Friday night Crypto on the Rocks. And appreciate you being here this Friday, 7 p.m. so you can do that. You know what? And Axie. Let's stop at Axie. It's another one you can vote on this Friday, 7 p.m. Crypto on the Rocks, up almost 30% at $10.71. All right, let's take a quick zip up here and look up stacks, see where that's at. There it is. See what we got going here. $3.09 on stacks. Nice. I'm surprised it isn't gone. Wait, you know what? Let me spread this out to at least the last 3 months. Okay, yeah, I guess so. So yeah, we've had some good action. Oh, look at this. It was down to about $1. Oh, and what was that? That was in December. In January, still about less than $2. And here we are now above $3. $3.09. And Chris is right. This is gonna, as Bitcoin keeps going up, so is stacks. So if this is something, you're into Bitcoin, maybe stacks is something else you want to be considering putting your money in, taking a little bag out on stacks. Right, let's see what we got here. Okay, these guys are just going in the chat. That's okay. Go. All right, let's start out with now in the link in the description of this live stream. I was talking my last live stream about how Bitcoin had already passed several fiat currencies, actually 30 different fiat currencies, all-time high status. And here we go. Actually, let me get rid of that so you can see. right here. Bitcoin all-time highs for top 20 crypto currencies. And, this one's only showing the top 20 and whether it's hit it yet or not. But you want to know what? It is doing it. As you can see, US dollar, no, not yet, about 5% as of the time they posted this. But look at this, already hit it against the euro, the yen, the pound sterling, the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar. Yes, sir. Not yet against Swiss francs or Hong Kong or Singapore. But look, again, Krona, Korean won, Mexican peso, Russian ruble, Brazilian real. I mean, hello. Oh, not yet against those. Sorry. African rand, Turkish lira. Bitcoin is on fire and making moves, pushing past all-time highs. And again, pushing it here. We are definitely pushing it here. So let's go take a look at the next thing I put aside. Now, I have some videos I wanted to share while we're here as well. But right now, I want right here, the market cap of Bitcoin just hit a new all-time high, $1.27 trillion. Trillion. Okay. And these ETFs continue to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And we're going to see a lot more incoming all-time highs. We just are as this keeps moving on up. Previous high, 1.22 trillion, now 1.27. And guess what? It's going to keep going. So we are on fire with this market as a whole. Now, again, this is being pushed a lot by the ETFs just gobbling up the Bitcoin that's available on OTC market, right? But again, is it still better to own an ETF or is it better to own your own keys? Well, not your keys, not your coins. But I came across this description that Andreas Antonopoulos put out in a short video. It's about a minute long. I want to show it so everybody can see it. And listen, if you are not following Andreas Antonopoulos, well, what the hell? Link to his YouTube channel in the description of all my videos and live streams. Go follow him if you're not already, because he is the OG in the space. But let's take a listen as he answers a question about the Bitcoin ETFs and what they are likened to. I think you'll appreciate this. So let me start it and then I'll bring it up full screen for you.
Anonymous asks, in Currency Wars 2, you mentioned classes of Bitcoin ownership like different types of tickets in a cruise ship or on an airplane. What class are these ETFs and why? Are they better than self-custody? They're far, far worse than self-custody. And the class of these exchange-traded funds, if you thought of them as a ticket on a cruise ship, this would be the VR class. This would be where you buy a ticket on the cruise ship and then you stay at home and you wear a VR headset to be in a virtual cabin that has a fake view of the ocean from a camera on the ship. And you're not actually on the ship. You're not even close to the ship. You're basically paying for the privilege to get a video feed of what the ship is doing. So it's the worst class. It's not even the crew quarters. At least in the crew quarters, in the engine room or whatever, you're still on the ship.
All right. I mean, come on now. I thought that was hilarious. The VR class and the little guy in the background. So again, not your keys, not your coins. And I don't know. I'm still DCAing. I assume if you're a DCA, you're doing the same. And even going to continue. I told you my thought process is continuing to DCA even after it goes past the all-time high here in the US, because again, it's going to be new all-time highs incoming. So, DCA, that's the way I see it. I don't know. Great movie. Oh, okay. They're talking about a movie. I'm like, wait, what? What am I missing? All right, listen. Now the next one is a Michael Saylor talking about Bitcoin being the next gold rush, and it's a little bit long. It's like about 6 minutes long, but I would really like to have you guys watch it. And maybe I'll jump in between here and commentate a little bit. So I just yeah, let's start it. And hold on, I'm gonna bring it up here. Let's start it, and we'll jump in and out from there. So let me bring that up right there. Let's start it, and I will bring it up full screen for you, and we'll go from there.
If we're talking about the future of Bitcoin, I think that we're in the Bitcoin gold rush era. And it started in January of 2024, and it will run till about November of 2034. It's a 10-year. And the reason how many people know what happened in November of 2034? It's an important date, you know. If you pull Clark Moody's dashboard, you'll see that. In November of 2034, 99% of all the Bitcoin will have been mined.
Now that's a crazy thought, right? It's going to be 99% of the Bitcoin mined by 2034. And then that additional 1% for the next 100 years. Crazy. But I mean, you can see fees. I actually did a Bitcoin transaction today, and the fees, oh my God, I was like, holy shit. But it is what it is. I understand where he's coming from with saying that we're in this next gold rush Bitcoin boom right here. Chris, oh, excellent. Got the jingle miner. For those who don't know what he's talking about, you're not following the Matrix Money podcast. Last week on the Matrix Money podcast, we did a giveaway, or Jar had a jingle miner. He did a giveaway, and winner, chicken dinner right here. And I'm glad to hear that you got that already. And yes, Crypto Jar, give him the thumbs up. I don't think he's in the chat right now, but yes, don't forget tomorrow, 10 a.m. Myself, FF, Crypto Jar, going to be on the Matrix Money podcast. You make sure you like and subscribe. I'm not sure if we're doing a giveaway tomorrow. I'm not sure, but we're supposed to be doing an interview on Friday, although I don't know that I'm going to be actually able to make that interview on the Matrix Money podcast. So be watching for that. And when you're there, I think you're going to have the opportunity to win some mana. So make sure you're subscribed to the to the Matrix Money podcast. Let's go back to Michael Saylor here a little bit. I know it's low, it's as loud as I can get it, so I'll try to shut my face while he's chatting right here. All right, let's get him going again.
And the last 1% comes out over the next 100 years. So for all practical purposes, stock to flow becomes irrelevant. The stock to flow ratio of Bitcoin is infinity in 2034 for within it's within the tolerance of just random hourly trading of the asset. So It becomes noise. And so you have about 42 quarters, somewhere between 40 and 42 quarters. And if you look at that 40 quarter period, at the beginning of the gold rush, no bank could custody Bitcoin. No institutional investor could buy Bitcoin. No Wall Street trading firm, no investment company could handle Bitcoin. And it was unclear whether that ever would happen. That was a binary. And when those spot ETFs were approved, that created a fire or an avalanche. The genie's out of the bottle. It doesn't matter who's elected president next. It doesn't matter who's the next head of the SEC. It doesn't matter. And no politician's opinion, no banker opinion, no regulator opinion matters after that date. That was the most consequential thing that kicked off the gold rush. Now,
all right, I you know what? Hang on. We might end it there so we don't have to keep going with that. But listen, think about what he's saying right there. When we started the year, we didn't have any ETFs. None of these people could even be bothered and deal with Bitcoin as in the United States. Now, look at this. Just the top two BlackRock and Fidelity own more Bitcoin than MicroStrategy. They did that in 1 month and took MicroStrategy 4 years to get where they're at. Over 200,000 BTC assets under management. Okay. Crazy 1 month. Now, did you see, I didn't bring up the article I saw, but I saw that, what is it? Wells Fargo, Merrill Lynch, all looking to now jump in on the Bitcoin ETF party. Well, you're a little late to the game. Sorry to tell you, but whatever. It'll just be another option for people to be able to get into a Bitcoin ETF again, for these family offices, for these banks, etc. Banks are gonna have to adapt or die, basically, is the long and short of what's going on with regard to this, right? And Bitcoin adoption. So I don't know. We got a lot of Jack Dorsey video, Natalie Brunel, Jeff Booth, and Alex Goldstein at Bitcoin Atlantis 2024 in Madeira, Portugal. Watch when you have the time. It's about 40 minutes long. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Actually, yeah, I was going to try and search out some stuff from Bitcoin Atlantis. I haven't had the opportunity to do that yet, but I appreciate you letting me know about that. Thank you. So I you know what? We're going to back off of that for now, but here, things still going and growing with Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space. So let's show you this. Have you seen this yet? The latest cryptocurrency wallet from Jack Dorsey? Well, let's see what it's all about. Here's the promo.
If you're someone who wants to protect your Bitcoin and who wants to use it wherever you go, so you can send and receive anytime, any place, anywhere in the world. And know that when you lose something, because life happens, BitKey's recovery tools have you covered, just like magic. For security and peace of mind, choose BitKey.
All right,
if you're
BitKey,
someone who wants
new from Jack Dorsey for being able to cold store your Bitcoin. Listen, things just keep coming. The developments keep coming, and they're going to continue to keep coming. And I know a lot of this was Bitcoin centric because that's the current, Bitcoin's on fire. That's where the current base is. Yes, a lot like Tangem. I agree. I was gonna say that. Thank Chris. You and I are on the same wavelength. I love it. And yeah, I agree very much. Except it's an actual. I don't know. It looks like some kind of a key kind of thing. More so, it's got more girth to it. Where Tangem is more of like a credit card kind of thing, but it operates the same, or it appears to operate the same as Tangem. So yes, that does look awesome, Mike. I agree. I mean, but all these, and I think that's the next wave of where we're going with regard to cold storage wallets. I think we are going to see that credit card style, that very small, tap it to the back of your phone kind of thing, to utilize NFC to be able to easily take it anywhere you want to go and be able to use your cryptocurrency wherever you want. Which again, if you are also looking to learn how to live on cryptocurrency, I've started an entire new video series with regard to that. And it's called Living on Crypto. I put a playlist together on my YouTube channel, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. I've done a couple of videos now. I'm trying to keep them in order for you. The next one I'm going to be doing is going to be about bit refill and how we're going to be able to, or how you can utilize, because right now I've started with Dash, and I'll tell you what, the more I use Dash, the more I like Dash. I can understand why Joel is all about Dash and really promoting Dash. The instant settlement thing is making me happy, especially after, like, for example, today I moved some Bitcoin, and it took a little while to move that Bitcoin again and make sure the confirmations were there, etc. And not that I got anything against Bitcoin. I think it's the ultimate when it comes to settlement layers, etc. However, sometimes you just need that. It's done. It's final. Here it is. And so I'm really beginning to appreciate Dash. But watch for that next video that's coming out hopefully very soon. Yes, it has some girth, and yes, kind of like a tuna can. I know, that's funny, right? Oh, I love it. I love it. You guys are great. You guys are great. All right. Yeah, well, you know what we're going to do right now? I'm going to bring this the current Bitcoin chart on TradingView up and see where we're at. 66,252 currently. I got it on the 1 minute chart right now, just to keep it live here. You know what? Let's do, whoops. No, that's not what I wanted. Hang on. There we go. How about that? That way it's more about the chart and not necessarily my big head. So anyway, that tangent, a few trump cards. Yeah, you know what, Mike? You're not wrong about that. Lots of new things coming with Tangent. I've been trying to share them as they come, and I've got an update video coming with about Tangent Wallet as well. Unfortunately, I'm just like like overwhelmed with the amount of information I'm trying to put out. I literally have like videos recorded that I haven't even had the chance to edit together. If all goes the way it's supposed to go this week, you'll actually get a video drop from me on Thursday about the NAMI wallet, which is native to the Cardano blockchain. This past Thursday, I dropped a video about Soblock's decentralized social media platform, building on the Cardano blockchain, that's being put together by Crypto Crow. Again, if you're not following Crypto Crow, you really should. Link to his channel always in the description of my live streams and my videos. So go ahead and follow him if you haven't already done so. Yeah. Last Thursday was a kind of overview of Soblock's, and you need to utilize either the NAMI or Eternal wallets to interact with the platform. So I went and set up a NAMI wallet, and I've got a video. Like I said, God willing, I'll be putting the last editing touches on it later today, and then that'll be ready to drop on Thursday. And then we're gonna I got so much to keep going. Yes, there's more Tangent videos coming out, was the long and short of that. Hopefully soon. Again, one-man band here trying to keep it going. And excuse me, Bitcoin looks like it's I don't know, struggling to keep up above that 66 mark here. All right, but that's honestly, that's all I had with regard to this live stream. Kind of easy peasy, quick and simple. Let me just kind of give you the update for the rest of the week and what's going on. I just told you about the video that should be dropping on Thursday if all goes well. NAMI wallet, hopefully video dropping on Thursday. So for those of you who like interacting with the assets and platforms and so on the Cardano blockchain, you'll get some info about being able to use the NAMI wallet. Tomorrow, Matrix Money podcast channel, again, link in the description below. Myself, Jar, and FF live at 10 Eastern time, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Well, thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. I listen, I figure, as long as I get the information out there, it's just, I'll tell you what, it's like no let up. But I you know what? To me, it's a mission. It's a mission, trying to get it out there. So, as people are starting to come into the space, they can find the information that's relevant for them. It's as, new as possible. So they're not getting, a video about, in this case, the NAMI wallet from 3 years ago or something. And yeah, just trying to keep everything up to date. So tomorrow, don't forget, Matrix Money podcast, 10 a.m. Myself, Jar, FF. What are we talking about? I'm not gonna lie, I don't have any flipping idea yet. But I'm sure we're gonna be talking something about the markets, especially if Bitcoin ends up going to all-time highs here against the US dollar. Oh, here we go. Jar, welcome. Appreciate you being here. All right. Oh, well, thank you, Jar. I appreciate that. Yeah, all right, everybody. We got Jar in the house. Appreciate that. Always, Jar. always. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. I'm going to keep going, man. That's the plan. Like I said, it's a mission to me. Wednesday, I'll be live 10 a.m. On the Crypto Coin Mindset channel here, as well as Twitter and Facebook. And what am I talking about on Wednesday? I don't know. Who knows? Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I can't get that far ahead. You know what I'm saying? But something's coming. Then Thursday's that video, and then don't forget Friday, 7 p.m. Crypto on the Rocks. Got to get back to that. Lord knows I could use a drink now. Never mind Friday, but we'll try and hold that off till Friday. So that's what's coming up for me this week. Appreciate all of that. Yeah. So that's it for me right now. Like I said, we got Bitcoin's trying to hold on to that 66K. Oh, I'm going to bring that up full screen so you can see it better on TradingView. Looks like Bitcoin is trying to keep above that 66K mark here against USD. So we'll see if it can do it. Like I said, we're only about $3,000 away from all-time highs here against USD. So yes, we'll keep it going. All right. That, like I said, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. Let me just, boom, there we go. I appreciate everybody being here, everybody in the chat. Jar, thanks for making sure you're checking in. Mike, Chris, who am I missing here? Automatic Beats, can't miss Automatic Beats. Who else? Mike, I said Mike, Chris. I'm trying to make sure I'm zipping through here, try and make sure that I didn't miss anybody, because I appreciate everybody being here. So thanks, guys, for being in the chat, being active in the chat. I always appreciate you guys. Always looking for you guys being here. Well, there you go. All right, that's it. I'm out. I hope you appreciated the short but concise market update, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Matrix Money Podcast, 10 a.m. Eastern. Myself, Jar, and FF.